Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm here with a layout for the Victoria Marie design team, and this week I'm working with Christy and we decided to use some of our crepe paper items that we have in our stash. So I'm showing you what I have here that I pulled. I have a couple of thickers there. The one on top that has the words, those I believe are from a Maggie Holmes collection. And then I also have these Craft Market little epoxy kind of puffy sticker type things, and I've had those for a while, so I'm ready to use those up. I also have these On Trend washi strips tapes. This is from Notes and Things. It's a large sticker sheet. And then I also have 3 chipboard sheets, all from crepe paper, and I've used quite a bit on that, but I still have quite a bit left. So I have that one, I have this one here, and then I also have this poolside one here as well. So I just went ahead and pulled them all, and that's what I'm going to be using to embellish my layout this week. And then I also pulled this crepe paper pad that I have here, and this is something that I got probably at Michael's, but it's been a while. But it has a whole bunch of papers that are just from all of their lines. So I'm going to flip through this really quick and kind of think about what I want to use here. I do have this on real time right now just so I can, because I wanted to show you all the supplies that I'm going to be using, and then I will be speeding it up here in just a second. But this layout is going to be about the Cinderella's castle at Magic Kingdom in Disney World, and I wanted to work on this because I realized that I have a Disney album that I bought when we went to Disney World. It's actually like I bought it at Disney World, and I started thinking I was going to make that be kind of like an all-encompassing Disney album. You know, every time we go to Disney, I'll do pages for it and do all this and that, but I pulled it out recently and realized it's tiny. It is a 12 by 12, but the rings are very small, so I can't fit that much in there. Like a whole Disney trip wouldn't even fit in there for me. So I have decided that I'm going to kind of use that album. I do want to fill it up with things, so I'm just going to do stuff that from Disney World that we have done in the past already, before we had kids. We have not taken the girls to Disney yet. We're thinking about doing that this summer, but I'm thinking that the album I already have is going to be, you know, previous Disney trips, both my husband and myself, and then any trips that we take with the girls will have their own albums. So that's kind of my thought process. So right now I'm kind of thinking I have room in that album still, and I'm kind of going back and pulling some Disney pictures, and gonna try to go ahead and just kind of fill up that album and get it full and, you know, be done with it, because we're not going to be going to Disney again without children, obviously. So I kind of have a half full album that I want to go ahead and fill it up, and then I can be done with a full album there. So I'm kind of going back through my pictures and pulling some Disney, older Disney stuff. And I have this really pretty picture of Cinderella's castle, so I thought I would go ahead and do that. So I pulled a couple of pages here, and I'm watching Sons of Anarchy, so I apologize. It was a good part. But I pulled these two, a pink and a blue, and they have kind of maps on them. One almost looks like a blueprint of a house or something, and then the pink one is like a road map. So I pulled that, and then I'm also pulling this one here, which is a nice light blue. It has a very subtle circle pattern on it. So those are going to be my 3 main pattern papers here. And now I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. And I decided that this is going to be my background, but I wanted to matte my picture on it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the middle there, and I'm going to cut it out with my craft knife, and then I will clean up the edges and make it a photo mat. And then that's going to be my outer layer as well. And I believe this picture was taken when my husband and I went to Disney before we had children, and it was right before he went to some sort of training. It had to be. I don't remember exactly. It wasn't basic training, but he was going somewhere big. Maybe it was a deployment. It was definitely before we had kids, and we took a night when we were visiting with his mom in Tampa, she gave him a birthday present of a night at Disney and tickets to Cirque du Soleil. So we went and stayed the night and went to the show, which I need to scrapbook about that. But and the next day we went to Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom as well. So we had a nice, day at Disney just by ourselves with no kids, and it was nice. I'm really, really happy we did that. Okay, so I also cut down that blue paper there, and I didn't want a ton of the pattern there because it's very, very busy and very distracting. So I just have a little bit of it peeking out behind the picture there. And then I have lines on the left-hand side, and that's going to be where I do my journaling. I pulled this doily from my stash and I cut it into 2 pieces, so I'm going to use that as well. And I'm going to go ahead and work on my title because I know exactly what I want it to be. And I'm going to use both of these stickers here. So I'm pulling out the Best Ever. And then I'm going to use these stickers, which are called Jewelry Box. They're very, very old, but they're like a matte gold. And I'm going to spell out the word castle. So it's going to say Best Castle Ever. And as you can see, I don't have all the letters I need, so I'm fudging it pretty bad. So you'll see what I do here. So I take it in Z, and I'm cutting part of it off. And then the other part, I'm not kidding you, it flew across my room. So I have to get up and go get it because I cut it and it just completely went off. I was like, what is happening? And I wanted to go get it because I needed the other part. So I'm taking off the bottom part there as well, and I'm going to use that to make a T. And then I have this other part here from the Z, and I'm going to use that to finish off the F and make an E. So as you can see, I'm really doctoring these up to make it work for me. But it works. And then I need a C. I don't have one, so I'm going to take this Q, and I really like the curly end of it, so I'm going to keep the curl on it and make it kind of like a fancy C. So I just cut off a little section there. I'm going to kind of move these around and figure out how I want them to be, which is the beauty of using wax paper to put your stickers and letter stickers and everything on, because you can move them around on your layout before you commit. So that's one of my favorite tricks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get these all stuck down here. And what am I doing? I'm cutting off something. Oh, I'm cutting off the little rough edges on the paper because since I ripped it out of a paper pad, it has kind of like little perforated edges on it, so I just cut those off the top. Okay, so I really like where this title can go right here, and I'm going to go ahead and put those down with my quick dry adhesive because yes, they're thickers, but they're also chipboard and they don't tend to stay very long, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on it. So I got all those down. And now I want to use up these puffy stickers. These are from the Crate Paper Craft Market collection, and they're just 3 little circles, so I'm going to put those down there. I have these washi tape strips. I'm going to keep looking at them. Eventually I'll use one, but every time I look at it, I'm like, eh. But I do end up using one in the end. Okay, this is from the Notes and Things collection, and I have a little tab that says, Let's Go. So I'm going to use that, and then this little gold one that says Favorite. So I'm going to use both of those on here as well. And then I'm going to start going through my chipboard and seeing what I can find that I like. So when Christy and I were working together, sorry, this little Cinderella shoe is from the Simple Stories Enchanted line. And I went ahead and pulled the sticker sheet just because it has, princess themes, very literal princess themes on it. So I pulled the Cinderella shoe and then a little banner that says Once Upon a Time. So when Christy and I decided to work together, she suggested, I have a ton of crepe paper stickers and chipboard, and I said, so do I. So I get these with Hip Kits a lot. The large chipboard sheets. I believe all 3 of those were from my monthly Hip Kits. So some of them have been used, some of them have barely been used, but I had them, so it was kind of perfect that Christy suggested using them because I definitely have them. And then I just literally went through my stash and pulled everything crepe paper that I could, and just trying to use up what I can here. So I'm going to use these little diamond cuts from the Poolside chipboard. And then I also pulled a couple of little gold circles. One says hi and one has a star, and I'm going to use those up around my title as well. So I like those, and then I'm going back to these again, but I can't figure anything out quite yet. And I did also pull this Amy Tangerine sticker sheet, but I don't know what it was that caught my eye on it when I first pulled it, because now I'm looking at it and I'm like, why did I pull this? I have no clue what I wanted to use that for, so I put it away. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use my quick dry adhesive and put down these chipboard elements here. Sorry that my light is glaring right off that gold foil one. Sorry about that. So I got all those down. And I'm going to go through my enamel dots, and I'm going to use some of these light blue ones, and I don't know where these were purchased. I got them in a as a gift from somebody, but I didn't look at the manufacturer and write it down. So, but I am going to go ahead and put enamel dots in a couple places here. And this blue is just perfect. I got those down there. And honestly, I am watching Sons of Anarchy, so sorry if I keep pausing. I try to edit out when I pause a lot, but I'm in season 5 right now, and it's a really, really good season, so I'm kind of like, you know, I'm watching a lot right now. See, I'm watching, Sarah. Start writing. I'm about to do my journaling. Start writing, Sarah. There you go. Okay. And I did edit out that because I think I stopped for like 10 minutes because I was watching the show. It's crazy. So I'm just trying to see what else, because I did all the journaling I want to do, but I still have kind of an empty spot down there below the journaling, so I want to put something there, but I'm not sure what. And then I decide I'm going to use one of these finally. And I use this really dark pink one. So I'm just going to put that down there, and then I need something else as well. But I'm going to go back to my chipboard sheets for that. I'm going to find one more element to put, kind of layer over that little washi strip. And I'm going to go ahead and use this blue heart. And then that's going to complete my layout, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you will join us and participate and post on the Victoria Marie Facebook group. You're using, you know, some of your stickers and chipboard and everything from your stash. We would love to see you over there. I have a link in the description to the Facebook group as well. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.